Alright folks, welcome to today's What's Up. I haven't done one of these in a while because I'm trying to thin, for want of a better word, the content out that I'm making. I remember back in the day I sort of would get into this habit of upload. I need to upload every single day, and you kind of dilute your channel down to just, I need to make a video every single day. What can I think of? And I don't want to do that. I want to make videos that somebody goes, oh, he's uploaded, let's watch this. You know, there's a reason he's uploaded. So over this past month, there's been a dedicated change into my approach of uploading content, and you're going to have to let me know if you like that. The videos have been less frequent, although I have made, if I count, 2, 4, 6, 10, 15, 20. I've made 20 videos in a month, which is still pretty good going. Yes, it's not every single day, but I feel like it's better to upload a bit sparser with some detail. So why am I mentioning that? I'm mentioning that because I haven't done a What's Up in a while. I've done some specific videos. We've chatted about the full review of the ranking system, the ranking system stream, some montages, some bite-sized content rambles, some dev playlist. If you don't know what the dev playlist is, it's basically a new tuning that's trying to shape the way Gears is played. Some netcode talks, some PvE talks, some creator-based talks, and a montage again. So the videos I've tried to post this month, hopefully, I think have been better quality than previous months. They might not have got as many views. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe I didn't hype it enough. Maybe, I don't know, people are just a bit bored of watching Gears, but I think they're better content, personally. So if you haven't checked them out, I recommend that. So we're talking about the What's Up, and the reason I'm letting you know about this What's Up change is basically it's a pretty big one. They're announcing what's happening with the tuning, they're announcing what's happening to ranked, changes to PvE, and some other things, and I think that's worth notifying you about. So as we switch screens, I will jump you into the What's Up, and we can have a look at some stuff. Okay, wonderful stuff. So as we jump into this kind of What's Up, you can see that it's kind of lacking a picture here, but it's the What's Up for August the 20th. And I have tweeted at Dana. Dana did respond, and he said that the win number will be added. So bear in mind that, but that is what Dana said. So this is talking about what we've been playing. So since the new Op 4 has been playing, we've been discussing, everyone's been discussing everything from ranked to movement to weapon tweaks to changes, right? There's been all this going on, and they're deciding now what do they want to do with it. Do they want to keep it in the main game? Do they not want to keep it in the main game? Let's have a find out. So it says, ever since we've added the I'm going to zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. I'll zoom in for the YouTube viewers. Ever since we added the last tuning into the dev playlist, we've been overwhelmed with questions. When will it be added to Versus? The time is now. Well, next Tuesday. There's going to be some issues with the Nasher we want to address. These include inconsistencies with the gib range and damage to players as they slide into cover. Now, this bug has been in since the last major really highlighted it. Somebody slid into cover and got gibbed from where they didn't think they should have got gibbed. And they're still trying to work on that bug. I've now watched a second stream, so you don't have to, and Dana effectively said there's no point working on the gib range, as in what's the best value, when there's a bug. And I know that's annoying, because as you know me, I'm always banging on about the gib range. There is no point in working on it, because let's say they work on it and they make it, for want of a better number, let's say 500 gib range, right? 500 gib range, it's currently 1,000. These are made up numbers. Let's say they half the current gib range, right? Well, if that feels great and then they remove the bug, then that might feel bad, and then they're going to have to retweak it again. So they're desperately trying to solve this bug to then work on the gib range. So that's kind of where they're at. The ranked season is going to begin, as we've discussed before. TDM is back into ranked, and it's 4v4. Again, this is happening next Tuesday. We've read your feedback. This popular mode, weave your feedback. A little bit of a typo there. Weave I presume it says, we've read your feedback about the prevalence of stacks at higher ranks and such. TDM will feature only solo and duo. Oh, they have added it. Yep, so they've added it. The win bonus is now 1500 in every ranked game mode. Okay, so the reason why I sort of asked Dana about that on Twitter, and look, the reason I ask these things is so you, the viewer, get the information. I'll admit, I look like a moaning dick online. Like, they'll post something and I'll be like, yeah, but where's the win bonus? And I don't mean it to be a dick. I mean it just to ask the question, you know, because the way I see it is if somebody pre-reads this and is involved in Gears, they first of all notice this typo, which, by the way, is absolutely inconsequential. It doesn't matter, but what I'm pointing out is they'd probably notice that typo, and they'd probably notice, if they're involved in the game, that, wait, we haven't told players how many points they're going to win in ranked. They'd also probably notice that when they're giving us this new information of the ranks and the points, it doesn't say what it was previously. Now, for those that have got good memories, they'll know what it was before. But it's always good practice to let the community know what it was and what it's going to be. That way, the player and the user can look at it and go, right, this is what it was, this is what it's going to be. What do I think about that? Is that good? Do I want to get back involved in the game? Is that bad? Can I give some feedback, etc.? And this was a bit of a weird dev blog, to be honest. I've already read it once. I'm reading it for you. It was a bit of a weird one because they don't really explain what it was and what it's going to be, and I'm not sure what they're trying to solve. So let's get into it. So basically, the bronze 1 to 3, all the way up to masters, their values have changed. 60,000, 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, etc. You know, there's also another typo here. 30,000 to 3,999. So I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying it feels rushed. Like, I can't lie. It feels rushed. Like, I had to ask on Twitter about the win bonus. There is no before and after, so I don't even know, you know, was it 1,200 to get into bronze and now it's 1,500? Or was it 10? I don't, like, let's say I'm brand new to the game and I don't know and I'm reading this. What does this information mean? There's also a bug here. A typo there. Yeah, typos happen, I know, but I'm just illustrating the point. So now the match entries are going to be free, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,700, and 1,900. The team deathmatch is going to be... so the team deathmatch, sorry, they're kind of altering how you earn points. So elims, you can now earn 900 points by getting 30 elims, and you can get 100 points from getting 5 revives at 20 points. So the total points, again, another column here, which would be ideal, would be total number earned. Then, you know, I know it's only 900 plus 100, but it would be nice to just be like, right, the total you can earn is 1,000. So in Team Deathmatch, you can earn 1,000 points. In King of the Hill, the way they've altered it is the elims have gone up to 60, the ring captures have gone down to 5, and ring breaks down to 5 from 10, but they're worth more. So you can now get 1,050. In Gridiron, elims are 20. Again, we don't know what they were before. I wasn't a big Gridiron player, so I can't tell you if this max instances of eliminations has gone up. Again, I'm just pointing out what I would like to see as a user. And this Gridiron has 950, 1,000, 1,100 points. 2v2 Nashes has 1,000. So my first little note is, and it's really meaningless, but it's interesting how they come up with these figures. There's 1,000 points for TDM, 1,050 for King of the Hill, 1,100 for Gridiron, and 1,000 for 2v2 Nashes. So it's not 1,000 for each mode, it's different. Also, 2v2 Nashes, I feel like Downs would be the better thing here. if you could trust the community. Realistically, if downs gave you GP, people would just farm, wouldn't they? They'd get you down, let you get back up, get you down. So it's going to be revives. Again, revives are a bit hit and miss, but I understand there's not much you can do in 2v2 Nashes to earn points. So, you know, it's going to be elims and revives, fair enough. You can get up to 15. I believe it was previously lower than that. So what they're trying to do here is they're clearly trying to up the total amount of points you can earn to, in turn, separate players further. So instead of having somebody on 91 GP and 92, they might be on 800 and 600, to give a rough example. They're trying to separate players out. So what's the reason why I've banged on about this for 10 minutes and there's not much to talk about is because of this. It says we have lots more planned to keep improving ranked. Our main focuses are to reward the top players on each team, to ensure solo players feel properly rewarded, to address the impact of quitters, and grant bonus GP for winning rounds. Now, these are all things I mentioned in my ranked review. I'm not saying I had any impact on it. The community probably all agreed. I'm just saying I seem to hit the nail on the head there, and they seem to agree. The rewarding of top players on each team seems more impactful because you're less likely to quit if you know you play well and get a bit of a reward. Again, I don't know why that's not in there anyway right now. Ensure solo players feel properly rewarded. This is a up and coming thing. So what they're sort of admitting here is they haven't, in this current patch, they haven't ensured solo players feel properly rewarded. That's to come. So for me, as a guy that likes to play solo queue, this system is going to be shocking. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'll tell you why. Address the impact of quitters, which means if you flip it round, they haven't addressed the impact of quitters. And grant bonus GP for winning rounds, they haven't done. So why was that important? Well, if you lose 2-0, but you were against a really tough team, you might be able to limit that loss by going 2-1 rather than 2-0. So there's a reason to fight, which in turn impacts quitters. People quit when they load in and they know they're going to be stomped and they're going to lose all their GP. They may as well just quit out and lose it all anyway, rather than going through 3 rounds just to lose it all. If you gave some extra GP for winning rounds in between, it helps people fight for points. And obviously quitters are a huge problem, and these still haven't been addressed. And again, I like to be fair to TC. There's a lot they're doing good, and you will notice if you know, to make a quick comment, people say I'm stuck in my ways. I'm not going to be on I've seen recently, I'm not going to invite him onto a dev stream or a podcast because he's very stuck in his ways. He's only got one way of thinking. I'm probably one of the most flexible people in terms of thinking about the game. I mean, I'm not really asked about going on the podcast, to be honest. I keep myself to myself. But everybody seems to think that I am set in my ways. I'm this Gears 1 only guy. And it's like, couldn't be further from the truth. And I feel like people really don't watch my content properly. I think they just kind of glance at it or read titles and they don't actually listen to what I'm saying. Because if anybody's listened to what I'm saying, you would know my tune has changed drastically since the launch of Gears 5. And you would know I have so many points as to how to help Gears 5 and do other things. And it's not just to make the game Gears 1. In fact, that's the exact opposite that I want. So, for me, none of my issues that I raised have been fixed. So yes, they've been worked on in the pipeline, which is great. They've been recognised, but for me as a player, this is what this means. It means that you can gain roughly, on average, 1,000 Gears points for your performance and 1,500 for a win, which means the win is still more impactful than your own performance, which means 1,000 points for playing perfectly and losing, you're probably still going to go down. We haven't been told what the loss thing is. I guess it's your entry fee. You lose your entry fee. So at gold level, if you play perfectly in King of the Hill at a gold level, you will lose all of your points. Fact. Because if you play perfectly, you're probably going to win. There's no chance on earth you're going to get 1,000 GP if you're getting slaughtered by a stack. You're just not, they're not understanding. You can't get 60 limbs, 5 breaks, 5 captures against an absolute sweat squad. So if you're in gold or above, the problem remains that playing perfectly means you lose points if you don't win. And what is that? And why is that a problem? Because there is a win bonus of 1,500 GP, which means that the win bonus is more than your individual performance, which means people want to stack up. You're going to be playing stacks again. This is again going to be Stack City. It's not going to be enjoyable. You might get the odd games where people don't stack. The community might agree amongst themselves not to stack. I highly doubt it. But for me, I have to be honest with you and the viewers, this doesn't excite me. I'm not sure what they've done. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure what they've done in this. Because for me, all of the issues I spent, and I'm not saying they should listen to me, listen to this. All of the issues that I raised after a month's playtime have not been addressed. They're here. They've been looked at, but they've not been addressed. All of the issues that have been spoke about in the community. I play well, but somebody quits out and I lose all my points. I play well, but I lose. It's more important to win. None of these have been solved. None of the issues I'm seeing have been solved. Yes, you might, you're not going to get 60 eliminations against against a squad. This is still going to be Squad City. And that's difficult. Because I'm honest, that's how I am. It looks exactly the same ranking system. And if you want to do it by numbers, just to put some numbers in your head and time, you get 1,000 points for playing perfectly and 1,500 for a win. So if you play absolutely perfectly, which bear in mind, you're not going to, if you smash them, you're not going to get 5 captures and 5 breaks, because you're probably just going to hold the hill. So you're probably going to get 1,000 points. You might win 1,500 GP. Okay, 1,500 GP. So that's 2,500, which means it's going to take about 7 wins in a row to get out of bronze. It's going to take, again, we're looking at 2,500 GP and there's 15,000 there. It's going to take another 7. This here is going to take, factoring in the actual cost, match entry cost. The match entry cost is 1,000. So if you play perfectly, and that I imagine this is 39,000, you're going to have to win effectively 10 games in a row to get out of gold. So that's 7, 7, 10, 10, 10. You're going to have to win probably 40 to 50 games on the trot to get into like Onyx / Diamond. Let's say you lose a few, you bump into some stacks, people disconnect. It might take 60. Let's say you play perfectly and you win every game. The numbers might not have been perfect in my mind. Let's say it takes 30 to 40. It's still a long time. Still a long time. And that's a long amount of time to sink into a system where stacks, quitters still are the ultimate defining factor. So I'm not sure on that. I'll have to play it, but I'm not sure. In terms of bugs, this was a lot longer than expected. Sorry. We've fixed the sticky cover issue, which is great. We fixed the issue where the medal wasn't tracking, which was great. Blood Drive, Forge, and Panahu have now been added to free-for-all, which is great. Nash's only toggle to custom versus mode is great. And I'm happy to give praise where praise is due. I'm just telling you how it is. Classic Marcus change to the colour of his hair. Some highlights on his helmets have been changed. We've got some other issues. Tory duty didn't track unless you died in escape. yeah, they didn't update after playing multiple matches. You had to back out to see if they're updating. So those are good changes. I've noticed those. I've since completed the tour, which I enjoyed, but that's a nice change for those few people completing the tour still. Updated the UI so the ranked screen detail and navigation buttons are noticeable. This is something that I pointed out in my review. Don't know if that helped, but I'm glad they put that in there. Fixed an issue where totem challenges were still appearing. Yep, I've been having that pop up a lot. Just keeps telling me to unlock Carmine when I've already got him. We have just some other minuscule bug reports here. Yeah, various bug fixes. Again, I'd like to see them, not for my own interest, but yeah, for my own interest, but just on their part, they should put the other bug fixes in. People like to see what the team have been working on, even if it's small. So yeah, put more bug fixes in. I don't mind reading them. Pve changes. Now, this is, again, not my expertise, but I am getting there. Fixed a bug that occurred when locked slots. So I have had this bug, right? Which isn't this one, but you can tell me. When I play Horde on my own, I fill it with AI. And occasionally, out of boredom, I like to see how far I can get with the AI. I know I'm sad like that. When I die, the game ends, even though the AI are still alive. And I don't understand that. So somebody can tell me why that is, or if that's a bug, or if that's meant to happen and why. But if I want to play with the AI, and I set up a load of fortifications perfectly, and I've got like high-level AI on my team, and everything's set up, and there's only 2 or 3 guys left, but I die, why doesn't the game just carry on? Max bleed damage has gone up in his ultimate. That's a pretty big jump. These are all his level 6 cards. Lanny gets a buff, which is surprising because she's top tier. Baird gets perks for ultimate cooldown. Fortification damage health. Okay. More perks. His robotics card. So this is his level 6. Has gone from 30 to 60. These level 6 cards are going to be really strong. Cat. Irrelevant character. Lol. Cole. These are, again, his reduction cards. He's got nerfed, interestingly. Cole got nerfed. And again, damage resistance on dash card went up. So some Cole nerfs. And this is kind of partly why I don't bother getting my guys to like level 6 or super high level, because they're probably going to get nerfed anyway. Pyromaniac card gets a huge buff from 60 to 100. Marcus feedback card has been a lower percent on his ultimate, so the more shots give more ultimate feedback. Marcus, by the way, is pretty top tier now. He's really good. Reduced Faz's ambush card from 140% to 100. I don't, honestly, changes like this, right? Changes like this, I just don't get. Again, maybe I don't play PvE enough, but I play a fair amount. PvE is this mode where you want to feel powerful, you want to destroy computer AI, and you want to do it with some friends, and it wants to feel fun, and you want to feel a bit overpowered, you like completing it, and you're not harming anybody. You're not in PvP killing somebody with a card that's dealing too much damage. This is PvE. I barely see Faz anyway. Why do we need to nerf 40% of the damage off Faz's ambush card for somebody that's played Faz all the way to get all his gold cards, all the way up to level 6, to nerf him? He's playing Faz with a sniper that has to have lots of low, it's a sniper, it's not an automatic machine gun with 300 bullets. You have to aim it. You're playing on Masters, you have to aim it, you have to stock it away, reload it, fill it back up in your container. Doesn't need that big of a nerf. Are we not allowed just to have some fun? Anyway, we've also got this Trello board, which people have been banging on about. It's basically this board where if you want to know what's going on, you can see some updates. So here are some things they're working on / not working on. So yeah. And it's coming in a future patch / update. This is a workaround and investigating. So there's basically, this is how you track if there's a bug. Come here first, and check if it's there. It's like a roadmap. Good idea. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Again, I'm not the most positive about this, because I really just see it as a load of nerfs to PvE for the most part, and people have fun in PvE. Just leave them alone. Let them have their fun. They've ranked up for the cards. And I also don't understand the ranking system at all. I just don't see what they've... Like, what was pre-season about? Really? Because it's the exact same problems that we've always had. So I don't really know. So yeah, there it is. We can hop over to this screen here to sort of end. Listen, lads, and maybe one or two ladies watching, who knows. Lads and ladies, if you're enjoying the content and you want to support, I'm a small-time streamer and content creator. I don't get diddly squat off these YouTube videos, like nothing, for a whole host of reasons, but I get nothing. The best ways to support me on YouTube are to become a member. If you have YouTube Premium, you can get a free month of YouTube Premium and you can sub to me for free. So that's a great way. Premium members also get no ads and all that stuff, but if you choose to become a join button on mine, you get some exclusive videos, some posts, and the only people I respond to pretty much on my YouTube channel now are members or people I know, because I get that many comments that I sit down for a few hours a day, a few hours a week, and I just reply to members. So that's like the best way to get my response, really. You can join Twitch, twitch.tv/GGZ, and become a Zicario. We're currently at 97 Zicarios. If you want to join the club, want to support me, the ways... Twitch Primes, they're free. So if you've got an Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account. You can sub to your favorite streamer, aka me. Yeah, I've got a Discord if you want to join the Discord and hang out and chat. We're discussing all kinds of stuff in there all the time. It's a bit more active these days now that I've got some members. Got the Twitter account. Yeah, it's all go, go, go. I also have an Amazon affiliate link, right? And I don't know if this works. I honestly don't know if this works. I set this Amazon affiliate account up because I was trying to figure out ways to allow you to support me without me inconveniencing you. And an Amazon affiliate link means that if you buy anything off Amazon and you use my link, it doesn't charge you any extra or anything like that. It's just, you still get all the same offers that you'd get with the default link. I just get a tiny kickback. I have set that up, so I'll put that link in the description. So if you're ever buying something off Amazon, and you think, I can't support you directly, but, you know, I need to buy this, I may as well give a kickback to GGZ. I mean, I don't expect anybody to do that, because I am still amazed that people tune into these videos and watch me, even one person. But if that's a thing you're into, maybe you like buying stuff on Amazon, and you like supporting content creators, but you don't really want to sub to them because you don't care about badges, or anything like that, which I fully understand. Maybe you just want to buy something on Amazon and do a kickback. Again, I don't even know if this link works, but apparently it does. So there it is. That's kind of the best ways to support me, as well as just being here, liking, commenting, subscribing. Like, those are fantastic ways to help. I have people tell me they can't support me through those methods. They're not available in their country, or they're unable to, or they don't want to. You still can't beat a like, a comment, and a subscribe. It just pushes me up the listings. Maybe new people find me. So yeah, a like, a comment, and subscribe always goes a long way. So that was your What's Up for August 20th. Alright, I shall catch you. Peace.